At Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City. And a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set. We're set as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Rosen. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen, and he's got Gresham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Jack 16. Go. King. Jack 16. 4 down.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete to open things up.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
4 down.
Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hey, 4 down. Like 80. All right, let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
8. Smithers. Like I said.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Blazing start to the game for him. 4 plays, 4 passes, and look at him now, first and goal. Pretty good start. Already down there.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Chandler Jones. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Snickers, you got to spin. Jack 16.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On third and goal, Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. And an alley to run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll throw it with Rosen. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the... It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They Moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, it's Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Good, good! Good, good! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
3rd and long here for Rosen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. On the return, it's Juju Smith-Schuster. And he is going to be brought down at the 3-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Completes it to Hayward Bay. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Roethlisberger now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up? You good? You come across? These two.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
after the interception. Here's Rosen. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On the ground, this is Johnson, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Steps away to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will make it 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now Roethlisberger. James has it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Hey! 8!
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dayon Buchanan leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. On second down, Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Good!
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs forced out to his left. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 66 yards. Now Dobbs. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He'll get it up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald from 8 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
The point after is good, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Cardinals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. And now it's Rosen looking. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This will be taken short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him are not fully merged.
Complete to Washington. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Hey, we got four down.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
Left. Go. Wait, sir. Right, what's that? Check. 22, 44.
Now Bell. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
He's going to get it running right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's Rosen to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Gone! Leopard!
From the gun, it's Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And they'll indeed go for it with Rosen. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Corey Peters in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, here's Rosen. Flush to his right. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
To throw is Rosen. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Rosen will throw. Flushed out right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him. And Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This
touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, 40 yards. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Back to throw Dobbs. Now he's forced out left. Hayward Bay has it over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Point after try forthcoming. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. With it on the return is Logan. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now Rosen looking to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He completes it to Nelson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On 1st down, it's Rosen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll go down at the 28. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, 28 yards. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. On play action, it's Dobbs. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dayon Buchanan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And that one results in 35 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a 2nd guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
Now Dobbs. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Dobbs. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. He'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a second down. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.